Hey everyone, welcome to Chalchitra Talks. मेरा नाम Sumedha है. This week, I want to recommend to you another amazing Indian rock band that I discovered very recently. The band is called Thermal and a Quarter, and they are a 3-member band from Bangalore, India. Thermal and a Quarter's music is very clearly in the category of rock music, but the unique thing about the band is that you can hear very clear Indianness in their songs, especially in terms of what the lyrics are and the themes that the songs cover. So majority of the music is influenced by life in an urban Indian city. And especially for the band, they draw a lot of influence from their life and experience of living in the city of Bangalore. In fact, they describe their music as Bangalore rock music. So even if they have a very predominant Western rock sound and they sing their songs in English, but still when you pay attention to what the lyrics are and what they're talking about, you can clearly hear the things that they mostly talk about is something only a person who has grown up and lived in India can relate to. For me personally, I think a big reason for why I was able to like this band and the music so quickly was because of the influence that they draw from the city of Bangalore, as I've also lived in Bangalore myself and personally love that city a lot and have had some great memories. Another amazing thing about the band is that they have now been an active band for 25 years. They were formed in 1996 and they have released a total of 8 albums so far. From their first album in 2000 to the latest album in 2020, they keep up with what is happening in the world and what is happening in the country, and according to the themes that they cover in their different albums also changes. Since they have such a huge discography, I will mainly be recommending songs from 2 of my favorite albums from the band. The first album I want to talk about is No Wall Too High, which was released in 2015. For this album, the band collaborated with a scholar from the United Nations University of Dresden, Germany. The songs in this album cover different aspects surrounding the theme of division between people, and because of the overall theme of this album and the different messages that the songs convey, the band was in fact invited to launch this album in the United Nations Day anniversary celebration in Germany in 2015. The songs I want to recommend from this album are Banglore Blues, Ghosts of Godiva, and All the Watchtowers. Banglore Blues is to be my most favorite song from this album because the song starts and ends with sounds that the band recorded from random street, I think. And these are sounds that any Indian would be familiar with. Like, these are very mundane, everyday street sounds. The next album I want to recommend is called A World Gone Mad, and this is the latest release. It was released in 2020. The theme of this album is very relevant from the name and basically talks a lot about how things are going crazy in the world and in the country, and very apt for the time it was released. This album definitely has a much more serious and more furious sound in comparison to the band's previous works. The songs I want to recommend from this album are Distance, Lopsided, Stone Circle, and Leaders of Men. The song Leaders of Men, in my opinion, I think the best song from this album. If you pay attention to the lyrics, it's very insightful and actually something that's very true to what's happening, and I also recommend that you check out the official video for this song. I would also like to recommend some more songs from their other albums. From their debut album titled the same as the band's name, check out Somebody's Fool, Potato Junkie, and That Day This Morning. From the second album titled Jupiter Cafe, do check out Brigade Street and Sanity in Gravity. From the third album titled Plan B, I would recommend that you check out the songs Chinese Item, I Live Here, and Intermission. So these were all my recommendations for Thermal and a Quarter, and I personally think that the music is very easily likable because of their jovial and laid-back sound, and also how they talk about different things and different aspects of living in India. I would love to know what you think about the band and the songs that I've recommended, and I'll be back soon with another recommendation.